guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a get to know me Q&A. I did a poll on my Instagram and asked what questions I should answer to get to know me. I got a lot of really good ones. I got some funny ones, some serious ones. We're kind of like, a mixture of things. So I'm really excited to do this. So let's just jump right into it. The first question is, what is the greatest challenge or struggle you ever faced? Definitely I would have to say depression and anxiety. I have always had anxiety. It just has not been as bad as it has been the past 4 years. And then depression, definitely the hardest thing, because you get into such a dark place where you feel like you're going to be there forever. You don't see like an end in sight to like feeling better. So that's definitely probably the hardest thing that I have had to face. The next one is, do you have a favorite genre of movies? I used to think that scary movies were my favorite genre of movies, which is really funny because I'll watch a scary movie, but I won't go to like a horror nights or like, when Six Flags or, whoever has their, Halloween thing, I won't go because I'm literally terrified in person, but I'll watch it on the screen as long as you can't get to me. But I don't know if I now have a favorite genre of movies. Maybe comedy. I like to laugh. We can say comedy. What is your favorite food to eat? This is gonna be so basic, but I love rice. I can sit and eat rice all day long. It's probably the Asian in me. I am obsessed with rice, like plain white rice. I love some fried rice, but plain white rice, I will sit and eat it all day long. Let's see. What is your favorite thing to do on your downtime? That's a good question because I don't know. I just recently realized that I don't really know what I like to do because I do a lot of things that other people like to do and probably have just like adapted that I like to do those things too. But like truly on my own, I don't really know. I think, well, you know what? I'm really much a homebody. I can have fun when I go out, but I much prefer to be at home. So maybe like, at home in my bed watching a movie, or like on the couch, like cozy, watching a movie, eating some food. Maybe doing that. What is your favorite movie? That's a hard question. I have a lot of favorite movies that are in a bunch of different categories. I'm gonna say my top 3 is The Temptations. I'm going to say Matilda, and I'm going to say Annie, because those are the first 3 that came to my head. But definitely I love Mean Girls. I love, goodness. There's so many movies that I love that I could like sit and watch over and over and over again. We'll just say those for now though, because I can't think of any other ones at the moment. Let's see. What do you wish more people understood about you? I wish people understood that I was not given a cushy life growing up. People have a misconception that everything in my life was handed to me and that I just lived this, picture perfect life with the white picket fence. But they think that because I'm so private and because I don't share a lot of things, that I've been through. But by far, I have definitely been through a lot of things my entire life. And that's aside from anxiety and depression. Like even before that, 4 years prior, because those two things have been like my life the past 4 years. But even before that, I have been through a lot of things that people would not even imagine that I've been through. So yeah, I do wish that people understood that I definitely have been through things and that I work for every single thing that I have. Like nothing was just handed to me. So yeah. Let's see. What book changed your life? I just read a book called, hold on, that book is called Already Enough. That book was something that was like, wow. Definitely a good read. Gave me a little bit of a different perspective on the way that I live my life and have lived my life in the past. And it also gives you a lot of like real life examples that you can like work through and change. So definitely loved that book. What are you working on? Right now, I have really been focusing on social media. I'm trying to give it my 100% and really like jump into it because I do enjoy doing it. And I feel like it's the easiest way for me to walk in my purpose and helping with people with mental health. So definitely I am doing that. I am also working on something else that is mental health related, that I'm super excited about. I have, tried to work on it before, but it just wasn't the right time for me mentally. But I feel like now I am actually able to like really get into it and do it 100%. So you guys will hear about that really soon. I'm really excited about that. Why is your name Treasure.Orianna? So Treasure was a joke. So my dad wanted to name me music because he sings and he's like, he loves music. And so he thought it would be really cool to name me music. And my mom was like, no, absolutely not. What if she doesn't like music? What if she can't sing? Like, don't make her live up to something that maybe she, can't live up to, which good job, mom, because I can't sing at all. I do, however, feel like I have an ear for music. I do enjoy music. Music can definitely like change my mood. If I'm having a bad day and I put on some good music, I'm gonna instantly have a good day. So in that aspect, yes. But when she said no, he said, okay, well, what about harmony? And she's like, no, what if she doesn't like, what if that's not her thing? So as a joke, he said, well, then just name her Treasure. And so my mom said, okay, I don't hate it. And that is how I ended up with the name Treasure. Orianna, my mom said that because she knew that I was going to take my grandmother's name, which is Annette, she wanted my name to have a meaning backwards. So my name backwards means precious golden treasure. So Annette means precious, Orianna means golden, and then treasure, obviously. So that is why she named me Orianna, and I just like how Treasure.Orianna sounds. So that is why all of my social medias are Treasure.Orianna. What is a joyful moment that God showed you He's real? I love this question so much, but to get the answer to this question, you're gonna go and have to watch my last video. I definitely talked about this. I'll give you a little bit just because I think the answer to this question is probably like at the end of the video, which you should really go watch that video. But definitely when I was in a moment where I was confused and didn't understand how something was going to happen, he told me to trust him, and I 100% trusted him, and I felt a deeper connection with him when I did that. And then he started showing me things that were unimaginable to me. But that's all I'm gonna say for now. Go and watch my last video because I definitely talk about this. This was a great question. Can you ride a bike? I think that I can. Fun fact, I didn't learn how to ride a bike until I think I was like 19, maybe 20. I went to the beach and everybody wanted to go bike riding and I was like, I don't know how to ride a bike. And so we all rented bikes and I learned how to ride a bike that day, and it was on my birthday, if I'm remembering correctly, that happened. But I haven't rode one since then. So, but you know how people say like once you know how to ride one, you always do. But we'll see, I guess, the next time I get on a bike. Let's see. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? Live anywhere like my home? I'd have to stay in California. I don't think there's any place like California. However, I am obsessed with New York. I love New York so much. I've been so many times, but I couldn't live there because it's just way too cold. However, I would definitely have a vacation home in New York. If I had to live somewhere out of the country, maybe Thailand. Because it seems like so peaceful over there. There's so much nature, like that I would really love to experience. Who is your favorite artist and what is your favorite song by them? Well, everybody has to know that this is Chris Brown. I am literally obsessed with Chris Brown. And I don't have a favorite song because I love all of his music. That's not true. That's not true. He does have an album that I don't like at all, but that man is a musical genius. I'm just gonna say his last album is probably my favorite. There's only one song on that entire album that I'm like, about. Every other song, love it. How did you get comfortable being in front of a camera? That's also a really good question. The truth is, I'm still not really comfortable being in front of a camera. I have to like mentally prepare myself to like sit in front of the camera and record, because I feel like I'm so socially awkward, and like how I am received on camera versus how I am in real life, I'm not sure that it translates, 100%. But I am getting more comfortable, I could say, and that's probably with just continuing to do it and understand that either people are gonna love you or hate you, and just gotta go with that. But always being 100% yourself, and it is what it is. What is your zodiac sign? I am the best zodiac sign. Okay, I'm a Cancer. I know everybody either loves Cancers or hates them, but I would say we are definitely one of the best signs because we will take care of you. We are very genuine people. We are crybabies, but I feel like we cry for good reason. So, but overall, I think we're a great sign. When is your birthday? My birthday is July 14th. I am a summer baby, and I love that my birthday is in the summer because I love the summer. And I feel like my birthday is genuinely like literally right in the middle of summer. So it's really hot around that time. And I also found out that I have a birthday twin. One of my friends, we have the same birthday, that I just found out, which is super cool. What is your nationality? I am half Black, and part Native American Indian, part Indonesian, and part West Indian. So my dad is Black, and then my mom is half West Indian, and then part Native American Indian, part Indonesian. That's a lot. Let's see. What is something that always makes you smile? Listening to music, but this is also going to sound so cliche, but genuinely seeing other people smile makes me smile. Like, I love to see other people genuinely happy. And so when I see that, it makes me happy. But also, I'm sure that probably has to do with the fact that I'm an empath, so I pick up on other people's emotions. And so when someone around me is really happy, I will feel their really happy like feelings as if they're my own, which is kind of unrelated, but still, that makes me smile to see other people happy. What do you enjoy spending money on? Food. I will spend all of my money on food. Food is one thing that I will never question how much it costs, because I love food so much. Like, I will question about how much an outfit costs, shoes, purse, jewelry, like everything else. I will question it and see if I can find it as cheap as I can possibly get it. But food, I will spend every single dollar and not even blink an eye. I love food. Why don't you curse? This is funny. I don't know why I don't curse. I just don't. I don't have a problem with people cursing. Like, I know some people are like, don't curse around me, or I don't curse. Like, it doesn't bother me when other people curse. I have a lot of people around me that do curse. I just don't do it. I don't know. I've never, I guess, had the feeling to do it. I don't know. Like, I don't know why I don't curse. I just don't. I will say, though, one thing that does bother me when people curse, when I feel like they're just doing it to do it. So, like, if we're having a conversation and every other word is like an F-bomb, or like, like, it's just not, when I feel like it's like unnecessarily cursing, that does kind of bother me. Then I'll probably be like, oh my gosh, like, chill, you're doing a lot. Let's see. What makes you okay with being vulnerable? This is also a really good question. To be honest, I wouldn't say that I'm really okay with being vulnerable, because a part of me feels like with me being vulnerable, it's taking a part of my privacy away, and that aspect I don't really like, because I love that I'm so private. However, the other side of it is, I know that when I'm vulnerable, I'm helping other people. And so that's the part that makes it okay that I'm vulnerable, because I really do genuinely want to help other people. And I know that the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if I'm, open up and 100% honest and vulnerable with what I'm going through or what I'm feeling. So I guess you could say that's kind of what makes me okay with it. But I don't like that it kind of makes me feel like I have to sacrifice my privacy at the same time. So yeah. What inspires you daily? I think the fact that I am able to get up every morning and do one thing. If I only do one thing for the entire day, I think that inspires me, just because I know that there were days, plenty of days, weeks, months, years, that I couldn't even get out of the bed. So, and I'm talking like get out of the bed to take a shower, to brush my teeth, to change my clothes, to go to the bathroom. Like, it took everything in me to like get out of the bed. And so now that I'm not there anymore, and I still have days, even today, honestly, when I got up, I was like, I don't want to get up today. And I think I felt like that yesterday too, where I just didn't want to get out of the bed. So I still have days like that, but I think the fact that I am able to do one thing, even if it was get out of the bed, that inspires me to keep going and to keep pushing, and to see other people, stand in their truth and you know, be open and share, that also inspires me to do what I'm doing. Where are you from? I am from California. I have lived in 2 other states before, for a short amount of time, but I have lived in Ohio before and I have lived in New York before. They weren't for like a long period of time. I think I lived in Ohio for maybe like 1.5 years, in New York maybe a year. But for most of my life, I have lived in California. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? This is a good one. Any superpower. I think I would either want to be invisible or be able to read people's minds. But read people's minds when I want to. Like, I wouldn't want the superpower to be like all the time I can read people's mind and I have no control over it, because that would be a lot. And then being invisible, I don't know. I feel like just being invisible would be something that's like fun to do. Let's see. What are your favorite things to cook? My favorite things to cook. You know, I'm not really a cooker. I actually really don't like cooking. I can cook. I mean, I can cook anything, I guess. But I'm really a baker. I love to bake. So I love baking. Cupcakes is my favorite thing to bake. You know, cookies or cake, but really I love to bake cupcakes. Baking is like so peaceful to me. Cooking to me is so stressful. I don't know why, but cooking is so stressful to me. I would have to say though, the thing that I make that, you know, that I've made for a few people that seem to get like, you know, people love are my shrimp tacos. Those are really good, not gonna lie. My shrimp tacos are really good, and usually when I make them for people, they really like them. So I'm gonna say shrimp tacos. What are your pet peeves? What are my pet peeves? My pet peeves are, goodness, oh my goodness. What are my pet peeves? Why can I not think of one thing right now? I have a lot of them. That's so funny. You know when you like have a lot of something and then you can't think of one? That is where I am right now. I'm gonna say definitely when I feel like people are being rude for no reason. I cannot stand when people are rude. Like, I feel like it doesn't cost you a single thing to be kind to somebody. And so when people are just rude and there's no reason for them to be, that is a pet peeve. It is a pet peeve when people don't know the difference between there, and there. It is a pet peeve when goodness, I don't know. I cannot think. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to answer this question in another video because I have to really think about this. So don't be surprised if in another video we're talking about completely something different and then I randomly am like, oh, by the way, I remember what my pet peeves are, because that probably will happen. Do you have any siblings? I do. I have a brother and a sister. I'm really close with my brother. We live in the house together. I am not really close with my sister. I have not talked to my sister in I don't think since I've been in high school have I talked to her, but I do hope that she's doing well. I do know that I have a niece and a nephew. I think a niece. I know I have a nephew. I think I have a niece. Yeah, but I do have 2 siblings. What did you do as a teenager that makes you cringe now? Oh my goodness. The way I used to dress, somebody needed to stop me. Like, I chose the worst outfit choices, but you couldn't tell me that then. Like, I thought I was so cute. But when I think about the things that I used to wear, oh my gosh, tragic. Like, tragic. It's deplorable the way that I used to dress. So definitely wish I could go back and change that, and that hopefully nobody has pictures of what I used to dress like, because it's so bad. Let's see. Oh, that was the last question. There was a question earlier that I did skip because I didn't know how to answer it. But the question was, what's next? So I think that what's next for me is to 100%, one, walk in my purpose. Two, to take care of me and make sure that I'm good, because I have spent a lot of my life not doing that. So definitely taking care of me and making sure that I'm good. Excuse me. And then making sure, and then three, making sure that I am taking care of the people around me that I love and that I care about, because that is also very important to me. So I have a lot of work to do with all three of those things: walking in my purpose, taking care of myself, and making sure that I'm taking care of other people. But you know, all of those things will come, and I am, you know, getting to be a better person every single day. So yeah, but thank you for sending me questions and spending this time with me to get to know me better. I really enjoyed this. I would love to do another one of these videos, maybe like the biggest misconceptions of me. That would be kind of fun to answer if yes or no they are correct. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me in today's video, and I will see you guys next week. Skirt, skirt, all niggas, skirt up, all niggas, skirt down.